got my DD Superlight Tarp. This is one of the first times I've had it up. I've tried it once or twice, but I'd like to experiment with different configurations of it. So I'm going to try and put a lead to a bit of an A-frame, try and get it diagonally, and set it up in a number of different ways. I've got a neat idea with the paracord for quick release. It's got a rubber band wrapped around it there to keep it all together, just a piece of inner tubing. Pull that off so it comes undone. But what I've done is every couple of inches is put a knot, so that when you tie it round you can make the knots bind on each other and it'll lock it. I'll demonstrate that in a minute. So I've got 4 of those. Basic A-frame. This is about the only part of it which will actually take any time. If it was raining, the idea is I can get it up quickly, get out the rain. But using the loops here, or I have put a small toggle there, just tie a simple cow hitch through there and then put the rest of the knot back on itself. I could leave these attached, but then it wouldn't hold as small. So I don't know whether you can see there, but that basically wraps around the tree. Depending on the size of it, you could wrap it around once or twice, but then find the gap in between the knots and pull the slack through. And then when this is pulled tight, that will bind on the knots there. You can put the other half in it as well to kind of make it that little bit more sturdy. Pick it up a little bit. And the knots will lock in to each other, and then when the tarp's pulled tight, it's not going to undo, but it's quick release and quick to put up, no knots if you've got cold hands, if your hands have got gloves on. Simple, pull it back through on its hand. Today not really an issue because I've got the use of my fingers and it's not raining and there's no real hurry. This one I can probably wrap around maybe twice. Not. And then to tighten it I can come to the other side and move it up or down a few knots if needed. So that's it, that should hold it. Quick one on the pegs as well. Also what I've done, instead of just having your normal tent pegs like that, where it's likely to pull out and get lost or lose the tent peg, is to tie a piece of paracord to it as well. This helps for a couple of reasons. Firstly, when you're pegging it out, and if where you need to put it there's a rock, it gives you a wider arc in order to find a better place to put it. Also, it raises up the tarp off the ground instead of having the tarp right to the floor, but it also, when the wind's blowing it, it's only pulling the string rather than pulling the peg straight out, and if it does pull the peg straight out, it's still attached to your tarp rather than just winging them out into the wood scene. Okay, so the same here as on the tarps. You find the corner, we just put a bowline in the end there, put that through, back on itself to secure it. And then now I can pull the tarp wherever I need it to get the best ground so. It's going to do the same on all 4 corners and I'll have a nice A-frame tent. Okay, so there you can see the classic A-frame style. Quite good advantage is the fact that you're protected on most sides other than the front and back, which you can put your bags and things in there, and The DD tarp's quite big, plenty of room underneath for the two of us to move around, to do anything that we need to do under there. Okay. That's the A-frame. But I think what we're going to have it set up as is a bit of a lean-to. I'm going to readjust it and change that. A-frame, another little thing, little mod that I came up with, and I want to try it because this is something I've only just done, so I don't really know whether it's going to be work. But the tiny little clips that you can get, I've put one of those in the end of the paracord, so now to make it even quicker, I can literally just clip it straight on rather than having to tie it with the cow hitch. So now there are literally no knots, everything is already there for you. Let's see how they hold. Okay, so I've set it up now as a lean-to. We've sort of done it 3/4 because of where the bank is. We just folded that last quarter under, somewhere to put some of your kit, I suppose, to stop it getting wet, and if it rains then it'll completely run off. And Dad's been busy collecting firewood.